The male protagonist never expected that the skill given by crossing into another world was actually the immortal path. The male protagonist who had just come here thought that he would reach the peak of his life, but he never thought that the remaining skills would make the dogs shake their heads. Even health and walking could be mixed into the skills to make up the numbers, and even the title was only left. The distressed male protagonist immediately went to harass the old man in front of him. Seeing that the male protagonist was the last lucky hero to arrive, the old man simply gave all the remaining garbage to the male protagonist. The male protagonist abandoned his plan to open a harem in another world, sneaking in while the gods summoned his classmates as heroes. I didn't expect the school's ventilation hall trick to fail. The teleportation array still brought me here, so I can only take what's left by others. The male protagonist who just teleported here saw the equipment he just selected and opened it to find out this is a bag with infinite space, and inside it is the remaining villager suit. But when I put it on, I suddenly think it's not bad. Then the male protagonist opens his stated skills. What is it? A double month? Wow, it is awesome! Although the male protagonist couldn't figure out the meaning of the letters on the head, he finally added the skill points to the luck value. However, when the male protagonist opened the panel, he found out that the letters on the head meant the maximum value. After confirming other useless skills, the male protagonist discovered an unfamiliar title, Summoned Alone. The world deemed him marginal, and his ability was to befriend monsters. The male protagonist lamented that he was a marginal figure in class, preventing him from forming a harem in the other world. But now the first task is to find a place to live. If he sleeps in the wild, it is easy to be attacked by monsters. While exploring the forest, the male protagonist could see distant objects that automatically displayed names and smiles. The male protagonist quickly suspects he has identification skills, allowing him to find food and water accurately with this plugin. After finding a cave, he finds no living creatures inside after some exploration, so the male protagonist lives here without hesitation. The old god thoughtfully provides camping tools for the male protagonist, enabling him to enjoy a great first day. On the second day, in order to adapt to forest life as soon as possible, and to upgrade as soon as possible to become stronger, the male protagonist is ready to teach the goblin tribe a lesson. At this time, the male protagonist suddenly remembered that he still had packaging magic. He tried to use packaging magic to wrap the magic power around the stick. The result was surprisingly good, and it was equivalent to a weapon enchantment that could temporarily increase the attack power. Not only that, in order to ensure that there was no chance of error, the male protagonist chose to sneak attack without any martial ethics. After killing one, the other noticed him. After killing 2 goblins, the hero's level was upgraded by 1 level. At the same time, his attributes were doubled. Even his sensitivity and gymnastics were upgraded. The hero was a little confused, so he simply stopped thinking about it. He waited until the next day to bully the goblins again. At night, he studied and explored various magics. The decorations in the cave gradually became more luxurious. He also installed a gate to prevent wild animals from invading. He even slowly started hunting rabbits. Just when he was about to go back and make a good spicy rabbit head, the hero suddenly noticed a different breath nearby. Unexpectedly, he ran into a classmate. The Bad Brother team, the classmates in the class, they are divided into small groups, and there are Bad Girls group, Muscle Idiot group, and even Otaku group, as well as the only one he is familiar with, Bai Yueguang class leader. Although the male protagonist understands that in the cruel otherworld, together with his companions, it is definitely safer. Going over to talk to her now should be a good choice. But the male protagonist stopped halfway because he liked the sense of liberation and loneliness he had these days. No one can replace this. Yes, I will conquer the other world alone.